I mean, I thought we played well. I thought we created chances. Raimondo comes up with some big saves in the first half that keeps him in it. Off a couple of those corner kicks. We missed some chances in the second half. Samuel Cho had a good look. David Estrada had a good opportunity at the back post. And even then, Raimondo comes up with a big save in the second half. And even the last ball where Morrow cuts it back and he reads the cross and beats Freddie Montero to the ball. So all you can do is create chances, but I was pleased with how we played. I thought we kept them at bay for the majority of the game. After the injury to Raimondo, which killed a lot of clock, obviously, but it really killed the momentum a little bit. I think it took us a while to get back into the flow. After that, I thought prior to that we were really all over them, and nobody wants anybody to get injured, but for them it was a very timely injury because it helped slow the game down and kill some momentum. But I can't be displeased with how we played and the effort that we gave tonight. I was very pleased, and it's halftime at 0-0. We've been a good road team. We just got to go to Salt Lake and do well.
This has to be the second game in a row. You're scratching your head as to how you didn't score. Are you seeing anything, creating all these chances but not being able to break?
I mean, when you're creating chances, that's the object of the game at the end of the day. Now obviously finishing then is the quality. Could Eddie Johnson have made a difference? Possibly. But it's also, just whatever happens, the quality and the opportunity that hits a guy, and ball maybe bounces up on him in the last second. You don't know exactly what happens sometimes, but I'd be more concerned if we're not creating chances. I think there's times where we got to do a better job sometimes in terms of moving their center backs. We talked about that at halftime, and that's something that we'll work on this week.
What do you think the mood is going into Salt Lake?
The mood will be fine when we get there. I think right now, it was a hard-fought game, and the guys are a little bit disappointed that they didn't come away with a victory today. But in terms of, where we're going to be when we get on the field on Thursday, we'll be ready to play.
How is Rosales, or did anybody get dinged tonight?
I don't know. I haven't checked, and I don't know.
Coach, was there anything special you did as far as the game plan to be just so effective going down your right, attacking Galloway and Winger?
No, we knew that our wide guys would get space, that our outside backs would get space to play, and that our wide midfielders would get space to play. So that was our plan going in, that we knew they could get space. We were talking about, trying to get crosses in behind their defense, especially if they hold a high line. There's even some times where we could have played some balls over the top. Maybe we're lacking a little bit of pace to do that at times. But, we wanted to get the ball into the wide channels because we knew that's where there was space against them, just the way they play and the way they defend.
Did you hear or see any indication that the pitch played any role, confused anybody, made anything difficult tonight?
No, I think it was okay. I mean, it probably looked worse from up top than it looked from on the field itself. I don't think the guys were good about just blocking it out of their minds and just playing. So I think it was okay. Obviously we'd still prefer a clean field, but we appreciate what was done.
Is this feeling different than the Dynamo series in 2009? I realize that was a long time ago. But...
God, you're asking me to remember that far back? Jeez, I'm old. I can't remember all that stuff. No, because I think in the Dynamo series it was our first playoff series, and I think we did a good job in that series. We worked and we created some chances, but I don't think we created as many chances in either game as we created tonight. We happened to run into a hot goalkeeper, and we didn't convert on a couple that we needed to convert on. So we just need to change that around for the next game.
Is the lack of scoring, do you think, something that can potentially get into your guys' head in these playoffs?
We've been a pretty good goal-scoring team over the last 2 years, and we just need to, know that, it's a mutually exclusive event. The next game is mutually exclusive from this game, and so because we didn't get a goal in this game means nothing as regards to the next game. We could pop free for 2 or 3.
When Romano had those 2 saves in the first half, did it feel like
the opportunities were to still come and you get one, or what was the mentality after?
Yeah, we felt we were going to get one. We felt that way at halftime. We talked about it, and we felt we were going to get one. I thought we were dangerous on our corners and our set pieces, which was one of the things that we talked about. It seemed like we got all our corners from the right. We got none from the other side of the field. But, so we felt we were dangerous on those things. We felt that, we would get another opportunity to eventually find a goal. And I thought we had some chances in the second half to do that.
Is that one of the best performances from an opposing goalkeeper you've watched?
Yeah, I don't like it when goalkeepers get hot against us. I know Nicky fairly well, and he's a good goalkeeper. He's courageous, and his reactions are good. He's on the one save he made against Sammy. He actually parries the ball off the crossbar and over the goal. So it's, if he doesn't get quite as much a hand on it, 3 inches lower, and it hits the bottom of the crossbar and goes in. He played well. He had a good performance. But the week before in L.A., Saunders came up with three big time saves as well.
You've often said, of course, that forwards, that goal scoring is a streaky thing. Do keepers get streaky as well? Could this guy carry it forward?
Yeah. Obviously goalkeepers, sometimes it's easier in goal when you're played warm, is a way they say it in Germany, meaning that you're facing a lot of shots, you're under pressure, and so you get a little sharper with your following of the game and reading the game. The hardest thing for a goalkeeper to do is when you have not much to do, like Schmid at times didn't have a lot to do, and then all of a sudden you face a shot. That's when it's sometimes more difficult for you. So, but like I say, the next game is mutually exclusive. Is he going to be hot the next game? I don't know.
Can you talk about what you saw from your defense, Matt? Give another shot.
I thought we were pretty solid. I think the only time where we ran into some problems. In the first half, we ran into some problems by letting guys pop free at the top of the D, and we had to block some shots and so forth, and we need to do a better job with that. And then after the injury in the second half, I thought we lost possession a little bit, and they got forward at times. But I thought we did a pretty good job of bottling up Morales, and I don't think Sabario got any really clean looks, maybe the one header that he had, and the Spindle obviously came off at halftime.
You mentioned you're not displeased with the way you played, but just not getting the result. How disappointing is that, having to go on the road now?
It's, we can sit here and we can lament about it and we can cry about it and we can say, oh, geez, that was terrible. Wow. Oh, my God, what are we going to do? Oh, woe is me. The sky is falling. Are we going to be able to cross the road and not get hit by a car? We can talk about all these things right now. But, at the end of the day, we've got to get ready for a game on Thursday. And we have to build on what was good. And what was good is that we created chances. What was good is we kept them pretty much at bay for the majority of the game. And what was good is I thought we worked very hard. I think our fans, saw the effort that our players put in and the performance that they put forth. And, a goalkeeper comes up big. We miss some chances, without a doubt, that we need to bury. But if we play the same way in Salt Lake, I think we come away with a result.
Can you talk a little less about Chris Brenning's play? He seemed like he had a pretty solid game, even though he wasn't necessarily tested much.
Yeah, he was solid, and as I said, that's the hardest thing for a goalkeeper to do when you're not constantly under pressure, to be able to then, get tuned in, make a save. It's a tough thing to do. I thought he did very well.
Coach, can you talk about, given how the game played out, the importance of the absence of Eddie Johnson and how important it would be to get him back for Thursday?
Well, Eddie's obviously scored goals this year, and so having him back on Thursday is an important element to our team. You take out a big goal scorer like that, I think, it's something Salt Lake experienced, when they didn't have Sabario in the game against Herediano. When you take out a goal scorer, it makes a difference for you. So, so he's, he'll be ready.
You had some options to replace Eddie. What was your decision in going with Ochoa? How do you think that would?
Because I think Ochoa's, gotten goals and played well lately, and he got, he got denied by Raimondo on one, and he missed one. If he doesn't get denied by Raimondo and buries the other chance, you're asking me, hey, what a great move, coach. You brought Ochoa in, he's banged away 2 goals. But it's just, that was the way it was tonight. I think if he gets that if he gets that first header, you know, past Ramondo, he doesn't make that save. Maybe the second one's a little easier for him as well. You know, so you know, and he played basically 55, 56 minutes. In those 56 minutes, he had 3 good looks, and that's, you know, what you want from a forward.
What you were looking when you brought in Estrada, in better definition or speed?
I was looking for Estrada's maybe more activity up front, because at times I think our forwards needed to make a little more diagonal runs, crossing runs, to make it a little bit tougher for their defenders. But so we're looking for Estrada to add some of that activity, and I think he did that, you know, and put himself in a position to score a goal as well.
They asked me to do an ad, and I thought, cool. They want me because I play for the Seattle Sounders. Then I find out it's because my wife told them I'm a good dad. Even better. For me, being a good father is much more important than soccer. So here's my message. Be a good parent. Stay involved with your kid's life. Do something with them. Anything. Take a walk, read a book, maybe go see a Sounders game. We can make it better for our kids by staying involved and showing that we love them.